So race number 3, by virtue of the fact that he set the fastest lap in race number 1, is Michael Stephen on pole. Next to him is Anthony Taylor. It's BMW and Audi.
Priest on his inside going into BMW Accessories corner and takes the whole shot. So Michael Stevens slots into second place. It's where he needs to stay. He doesn't have to do anything really here because unfortunately, Johan Verhoeven, the man behind the second of those BMWs and the Subaru, and of course his teammate, that's how many cars he's got to get to catch the man who could take the championship away from him. Remember, Michael Stephen is 18 points in the lead now. So he's basically got to just get 3 or 4 points in this race and the next one, and Verhoeven unfortunately will lose the opportunity of wearing the #1 plate for 2012.
Believe me, Greg, when I say they've done the calculations, they know exactly what they need to do. Stay out of trouble.
And that's exactly what he's doing. Put himself at the front end, and that's normally where you want to go. Don't be battling at the back where things can go wrong, and usually do. We've seen it a couple of times this season in production cars. When victories are up for grabs and Chop Sabuka's had a bad second race, he starts to put pressure on.
He does indeed, but that's to be expected of him as well. He's a fired-up challenger, and he knows how to drive. He's had some great results on this racetrack as well. And look at the pressure now. Verhoeven looks like he's got that car back where it should be at the moment, but still, a huge mountain to climb here.
It's a massive one. Remember that the two BMWs also showed a little bit of chink in their armors, but they seem to have got their car sorted out, as has Groenewald, because Groenewald now looking very dangerous right on Michael Stevens' tail. So it's BMW, Audi, and Subaru, and that's how the first 3 cars go into a next-con corner. With Groenewald on board here with him, and look at how he's pushing Michael Stevens. He doesn't want to worry about the championship. What Groenewald, Priest, and of course Anthony Taylor are worried about is who's going to take last blood for the season.
Yeah, the nice thing about this 2011 season, as we look back, and as we are currently in this race as well, none of the cars are infallible. All of the teams and the drivers have had problems this year as well. So, you know what? It's not a given. You really just got to put the homework in, and development's an absolute key issue here.
So up towards Sassel corner now, and the Sassel Subaru looks pretty dangerous, looking for a way on the inside of that engine extreme Audi of Michael Stevens. The 2 Afrox BMWs 1 and 4 on the road right now at the Afrox race day, and we go on board with Taylor. And he wants to close down. He would love to take the last victory, or the second last victory. As a matter of fact, they're in race 3 here, and that's exactly what they want to do in front of their big sponsors.
As it stands right now, we've got a champion in the making in Michael Stephen and Henry Groenewald. Well, he'll just churn out the points, and they'll look forward as a team to a new season. They've done well throughout. They've had really elements of good races at various tracks around this season as well. And, you never write them off.
Now, the one cool thing about the Class A Production Car Championship, Steve, every single manufacturer that's been involved has taken a victory this year.
Yep.
And that just bodes well for the future of the sport and, of course, the future of Class A.
I couldn't have said it any better, buddy.
So out of turn number 3 they come. Michael Stephen is the man they're all hunting down, but unfortunately a little in-house battle between Henry Groenewald and Taylor has slowed them up a little bit, and Stephen's getting away. They're not going to catch Priest. I think Priest has got this car dialed in. Remember, this will be one of the last outings he has in the BMW team. He's looking to go on his own next year and possibly into a 4-ring car.
Well, that'll be interesting as well. Another dimension to it. And, will it end up being just a complete Audi series? You know what? It'll never happen. But I'll tell you what, it'd be nice to see him in a different car as well. On board with Henry Groenewald at the moment. One of the biggest elements that I've seen from this Audi and the S4, the supercharged one, is coming up that hill into the complex. Boy, are they really strong.
Yeah, he's got some very good grunt out of turn 4, Castro Edge corner. They go into Goldwagen now, and the Subaru is looking all over the back for a way past the BMW. Can't find it just yet. Look how comfortable Henry Groenewald looks. Doesn't look like he's building up a sweat there. He's got this car on rails, but unfortunately it's just not quick enough yet to get past Taylor.
All right, so sliding it nicely is the BMW. Let's have a look at this. The final lap it is, and it looks like Anthony Taylor will pick up some points. Melville Priest will just be ahead of him at the moment, but that is a good score for BMW at the moment. So Priest is in charge and looking for some maximum points, and Michael Stephen, well, he wins it outright. There it is. That's the championship. We can definitely confirm that, Greg.
Yeah, definitely. He's taken the championship now. That is more than enough, and he's got the amount of points that's required to take the Class A championship. They're in second place. It's Afrox BMWs, though, 1 and 3 at the Afrox race day with Groenewald and Verhoeven 4 and 5.
Back to the action. It's race number 4. 8 laps, 4 cars inverted. I'll tell you what, this is going to be a dandy. And Michael Stephen in the mix again.
Oh, Michael Stephen taking the championship now thinks, okay, these guys are all going for last blood. I'm not going to give them that opportunity. I'm going to take the last victory of the season, and he's doing quite a good job of it by sneaking into 3rd place and tucking in behind Melville Priest and Taylor. And, of course, Groenewald leads out as he was on pole.
So, we've got a Subaru in the lead at the moment. Henny Grunewald in car number 8. Ferrari, well, you know what a way for it to end. It's gone really, really south for him. But he'll be back, there's no doubt. He is a champion. Oh, Sabuka, where are you going? A little bit of ploughing on Zwartkop.
He's got an extra bit of quattro power going into Castle Edge corner there, but unfortunately it didn't pay off for him. He tapped out of it, thank goodness, otherwise there could have been 2 Audis on the sideline there. But there is still an action aplenty coming in as the all-wheel drive Subaru comes to play with these quattros at the back end of Class A.
Yeah, I've said it before, and you see how strong they are, both of them. Not only the Engine Extreme Audis, but also the Indy Oil Audi of Ferrari. They are so strong up there. Was that a puff of smoke there from Ferrari again?
Big puff of smoke, unfortunately, and he seems to be battling with that car. It really has turned sour, as you said. But across the line and completing the lap, it is the Sassel Subaru out front. And Anthony Taylor, he'd love to make this last victory his. What has Michael Stephen got up his sleeve, though? He's pushing hard, trying to catch these two, but no one's pushing as hard as what Taylor is right now. Remember, this is the last race. He has A1 on the side of his car.
Let's also not forget, once again, and I know we've mentioned it before, but Henny Grunewald is the king of reverse grids.
Well, he's pushing hard at the front, and since he's been at the front, we saw the last time out here at Zwartkops, when he was on pole, he could take a victory. Unfortunately, Taylor's got that car now sorted out. And it seems to be on rails going through Castle Edge corner on the inside of the Subaru. It's rear-wheel drive versus all-wheel drive as they go up the back of the hill, up towards Sassel corner, and the Sassel car is hanging on. That Subaru does not want to let... Oh! Robbins racing, baby! That's what it's all about.
What's wrong with this picture right now? Tell me, what's wrong with this picture? Where on earth is Johan Ferrari?
Well, unfortunately, Ferrari, looking in the background there as they came up the hill, I didn't see his car at all. And that is just a really sad way to end the season. He has been so competitive, and it came down to the final round and down to the 3rd race of the final round to sort out the championship. Oh, look at this. It looks like Taylor's got a problem. He's pulling to the sideline. I wonder. Oh, that little touch might have cost a problem on the car, and Taylor is going to end his season and that #1 plate being removed from his car on the sideline of race 4.
What do you consider to be a little touch?
Well, it was a little one. You know, you have big ones, and we've seen big ones, no doubt about it.
We have.
That was a very gentle rub.
Rebuilds come to mind.
Exactly. Unfortunately, though, for Anthony Taylor, he is on the sideline for the final race of the season, and that's not the way the outgoing champion wanted to end his day.
So great support for this final round of the Bridgestone Production Car Championship. 9 rounds all across the country we've been, and we brought a lot of cheer to a lot of people who support motor racing.
There's still a little bit of cheer to come for the end of the day's race. Who is going to take final victory here? There's a move from Priest on the inside. Michael Stephen's going to try and keep him honest, but he drives around the outside. Nonetheless, the Quattro's got the drive and the line for the next corner, and it'll probably just force him slightly wide to take the left-hander through Execuline. Now they come out of Execuline corner, and they're trying to close down on that Sassel Subaru, but they haven't quite got it yet.
Yeah, I told you, again, I've never seen it go around the outside. Anybody pass it, particularly not an Audi anyway. So out of Goldwagen corner, onto the straightaway we go. And I'll tell you what, large and in charge of the South African champion as we go to the final lap. And that Engine Extreme, what a great package they brought. Not only his, but Chop Sabuka's as well.
Problem on the front end, though. Check it out. Oh, there's bits and pieces coming off the Subaru. Something's gone pop there. I'm not quite sure. It's the front right. The front right tyre has gone. And will Henny Grunewald be able to keep Michael Stephen at bay here? Michael's seen the problem and realised he can sneak through. He's going to have better drive. He'll have better handling. But look at how Henny Grunewald is trying to keep that Subaru out front.
Is that tyre flat?
Oh, that is completely flat, but there is nothing left of the tyre. He goes wide. He goes on the inside. There comes Michael Stephen. Michael Stephen is going to take the final victory. He's going to take 3 out of 4 and the championship and rub it in everybody's faces.
Fantastic result. Well done, Michael Stephen.
Brilliant driving there from the Audi man. Second place, eventually going to Melville Priest as Henny Grunewald limps his Subaru across the line and takes 3rd place. Chop Sabuka hanging on to 4th place in the second of the Audis. Richard Pinard finishes up in 5th.
And to top it off, I think the cherry on top was winning the final sprint race. You already knew that you were South African Championship. You've got to be feeling pretty content right now.
Yeah, I'm over the moon. As you said, race 4, Henny delaminated a tyre in the last lap. You know, I had to go for it, and we passed him into the last corner and won race 4, so great way to end the season. I just have to make a big thank you to our team. You know, all the mechanics that put in a real effort, you know, the whole year, starting from the beginning of the year, you know, building the new cars, throughout the year, developing it, and just getting it to where it is, to a championship, for giving me a championship-winning car. To the sponsors, Engine, Audi, Southern Sun, Terry Moss Racing, Luke, everyone. It's not possible without them, and a big thank you to them. This is for them.
Confirmation of that championship. Michael Stephen taking it ahead of Johan Ferrari. Henny Grunewald makes it Subaru in the top 3. And Melville Priest and Anthony Taylor, BMWs 4 and 5.